So I was watching this interview the other day, and I don't even remember like how I ended up on it. You know how YouTube just takes you places at 1 a.m. and this athlete, like, she gets asked right after winning a world championship medal literally on her neck. The question goes like, what would you tell your younger self in those dark moments? And she goes, nothing. I wouldn't tell her a thing. She's gonna figure it out herself. And I just sat there like, okay, okay, that actually hit different, because that's not what you would say normally if you're performing. Like, that's not a rehearsed answer, at least to me. That's someone who's actually figured out something that most people haven't. And the more I looked into her, the more I started seeing this pattern that I think we all kind of know exists, but really, like, nobody really talks about it properly. Like, she said she used to be an athlete who couldn't enjoy sports, performing but not present, going through emotions, like going through motions for everybody else's version of what she should be. And she was at the top of her sports doing this world class, still hollow inside. And I thought, I know that feeling, not from sport, but I know that feeling. That thing where you're doing everything right on paper, but and you're still feeling weirdly disconnected from it, like you're playing somebody else's game. You're hitting the goals and the numbers don't feel like anything. I went through a whole stretch like that, honestly, just grinding without actually like really knowing why, doing things because they made sense for the checklist, not because they actually meant something to me. And here's what I realized, and this is what she figured it out too. Thing is, the grind isn't the problem, the reason behind the grind is. And if you're doing it to prove something to someone who probably isn't even watching, that's a different kind of tired. That's not hustle fatigue, that is soul fatigue. So, what did she actually do differently? Because I think this is the part people miss. It wasn't some big dramatic shift. She didn't go on a retreat or find a guru. She just started protecting her peace, her words. She says no a lot. She hangs around people who keeps her grounded, not people who hypes her up into someone she's not. She puts her phone down. She goes out with friends. She is intentionally boring when she needs to be, and she trains insanely hard. Don't get it twisted, but she said something that stuck with me. She said, in order to push the limit, I need rest. I've gotten to know myself like really well. I put myself in ton of different situations and now I can tell when I'm at my limit and when I'm actually not. And to me, like, that is not softness. That is more like precision. There's a difference between someone who quits when it's hard and someone who knows their own instrument well enough to know when to push and when to recover. She's the second one. And then there's this. She missed two world championships. Two. And when asked about it, she literally said like she doesn't care. Not in a fake, it's fine way, in a real way. Because she said something I'm still thinking about. And that was like, I connect with everything, but I'm not attached to anything. Bro, like that sentence, that whole thing, that's what separates people who perform well under pressure from people who basically collapse under it. And look, I'm not saying to be an athlete, like, I'm not even saying quit chasing your goals. I'm saying that there's a version of you chasing your goals that is destroying you slowly. And there's a version that actually builds you. And the difference is almost never about how hard you work, it's about whether you actually know yourself while you're doing it. Like, do you know when you're actually burned out versus when you're just lazy? Do you know which people in your life are keeping you real versus keeping you performing? Do you know the difference between a goal that is yours and a goal that is inherited from somebody else's idea of what your life should look like? She knew it, she figured that out, and she won a world championship while looking like she was genuinely having fun. And yeah, joy isn't the reward, it is the foundation. Anyways, that's what has been in my mind. Might be nothing, might be something for you. Either way, I thought it was worth saying out loud. Thank you.